Okay, before I say thank you to Biafrans, there are a few points I need to. I'm so tired here, I could have left, but I needed to say this so that I can have a good sleep. Because when God lays something on your heart to say and you don't say it, I told the wise one all very long time while we were doing this. So I said, when there's a downtime, I need to. So first and foremost, I want to remind Ngozi Orabeze, from now on, I will no longer call her COS. The COS means Chief of Staff, specially appointed by the Prime Minister or a President of any nation. And the COS knows a lot about the Prime Minister or the President because the Prime Minister or the President has her in confidence, lets everything. So the COS orders the day-to-day activities. The COS is appointed by the Prime Minister or the President, not elected. Yes. So I want to make this point clear. So since Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, trusted the COS, and she later betrayed him by releasing classified information, things in his email and so on. Yeah, I don't think she deserves that title anymore. Yes. I used to call her that, accord her that respect, but for me, she is no longer. She has betrayed. She was only asked to do day-to-day, not to take over. Again, I want to explain to people about surrogacy. When you're asked to be a surrogate, it can come in different terms. It could be carry the womb for 9 months, carry the baby for 9 months for me. When it's 9 months, you won't even see the baby. As soon as you're birthing it, they'll pick the baby. But when you try to behave like Ngozi, like what she did now, you will hold on to the baby and say, oh, please, can you give me 2 more weeks? Let me bond with the baby. Let me breastfeed. No, surrogacy has a time limit. It could be surrogacy for you to watch my child. I'm going to work 7 to 4. When I come at 4 p.m. to pick up my child, you won't tell me, oh, I love them so much. Can I keep them for extra 2 weeks? The PM told you who made you surrogate. I'll say, fall back now. Fall back. That surrogacy time limit has expired and you seize on it. It's like you don't have oil and your neighbor has a palm that they cut and it's loose, and then your neighbor tells you, okay, you can stop by, I'm going out. Take a few of the palm fruits so you can use it to cook. And then you carry the whole palm fruit and go with it. So I'm giving these little examples for us to understand where Ngozi defaulted in the surrogacy. It has a time limit. It has expiration. Once the PM sent a message and said, fall back, that surrogacy time limit now expires. You're now going on to form your own government, form your own army, disrupting all what the person who trusted you and told you to run his day-to-day activities, you mess it up. That's where she defaulted. She has no right. She does not have that power to do that. Okay? So the next one is Ngozi used Takia. You know, the wise man will always pick up something from me, from my heart. I don't know how he does it. I was going to use this Takia. The Takia is used by Muslims to lie and get away with it. Let me tell you where Ngozi used Takia. You see that Deborah that died, they burnt. He's a Christian student.
Yes.
I have a voice, I have a program where Ngozi was saying that this girl respected Muslim religion. That is a lie. The girl is a Christian. Ngozi now applying takia, lying, deception, and lies, which is a mode of operation. She now tells them that she expressed respect for Muhammad, and she even went on to add insult to injury by saying about a Muslim, God bless. She said, God bless Muhammad, and may peace be on him. Yes, is somebody who claims she's a Christian. So for this fact, the taqiya and blessing Muhammad, because only true Muslims can honor Muhammad that way. Once they say it, it's automatically programmed in their brain. They will say, may peace be unto his soul. So, Ngozi to say that tells me she is of the Muslim clan.
Yeah.
That music, that Christian music she plays every day is just takia. She's deceiving us with that so that we think we are all on the same boat. We are not.
Yeah.
Ngozi has something to do with the Muslims. She has exhibited it the way she promotes the Muslim thing. Yes, it tells me that she is of that religion, but she's been masquerading, she's been covering. Another thing is people will say Ngozi is power drunk. Ngozi is not power drunk. That's not what she came for. Even if you give her the post for the APM, give her the post for the PM, give her the supreme leader, that's not what she's looking for. She came with an agenda. She is a mole.
Yeah.
She came with an agenda. She has something she has to fulfill. So using this is to masquerade. Ngozi came in less than 3 years. She has shot up to the top because the whole plan. What's the name of that guy that goes in the forest and he's talking to the Muslims, the Boko Haram, but nobody, he cannot, the North could not tell where they are, but he. Thank you so much. So Guni, you know, so Guni said that to get these people, you have to attack their finance. When she came, she took over. She came and created the mandate non-profit, and we're doing this. And then whenever we have fundraising, she will ask how much is it left. She will give her 5,000, 3,000, and was masquerading. That's the MO of all the people that stole from us. Okay, she will donate that money. We in America, I was a retired nurse, registered nurse. I know how much I make. After that, making that amount of money, sending people to your family, you don't have all those thousands to be trained. She just has a clinic and she has staff. So where does she get all these thousands? She is being bankrolled.
Yeah.
The people who made her an agent, and she tried to get so close to Odogu.
Yeah.
Confused him, and the rest is history. Then as soon as she got there with the surrogacy thing, she overused it, and now he started creating her own army using Caterpillar. I informed her not to. I talked to her, including Dr. Ofoma. Ofoma will bear responsibility for what's going on. He knows what he did. I have advised him. Ofoma is like my baby brother. I try to reset his brain. He abuses me, but I've told him I'm done. I'm advising him. God knows I have fulfilled my part on him. He's an adult. Okay? He said that I say, God, say, God, say. What God am I talking about? A farmer, he's not a Christian. He hasn't gone to church for the number of years. 40 years he's been here. Back home, he was a cherubim and seraphim. So how can you be telling I don't know that you not hear from God? Is it those your little deities you guys do in cherubim and seraphim, your white garment, and then you haven't gone to church? You are separated from the faith. How can you know what's going on? You do. He does not know. So I encourage her I will say he encouraged because he's donating money. He told me he contributed about, it was 800,000 or whatever he took out and put in. That was when I told him, listen, Dr. Fong, you are a contributing member. You a good contributing member. Go there, stand your ground. Tell Ngozi that Caterpillar, they killed us. They killed the ESN. And Sapele bagged their boys in a container and sold them. Tell him, and the farmer agreed with me that Caterpillar killed ESN. Yeah. Now I told him to Ngozi, because I stopped talking to Ngozi since December. The only meeting I had with him was that first cabinet meeting, and then I went to the virtual while sick just to go give her a message I had during the previous night. After that, I know I wasn't attending any of their meetings. I wasn't taking her calls. I wrote her my resignation. It took over 1 week before she would respond to it. I just ignored her. Then after that, she tried calling me, do you still want to be the administrator? How can I be the administrator when I've left you? So she did everything, even to the extent that she called me and she wrote to me, if you would want to speak to the military. Why would I don't know who be speaking to the military? I told you the people, the right people, allow Success and Triple General Butuzo, the rest of them, to do. Have Nkwocha does not know what he's doing. When he wasn't effective. But I felt Army, being a retired U.S. Army, I spoke to that one and told him to speak to Ngozi Orabeze. But nothing ever came. I think he shut them all up because she's a tyrant. Yeah. He says anything. So none of them, I'm sure she instructed them not to get back to Adono. So none of them, a farmer did not get back to me. Onyami did not get back to me. So that's that one. And then another thing, Onyendu and his disciple, his spiritual son, Obatobie, has never asked anybody to give their data, whether you're in the media or you're anywhere. Even when Onyendu will be doing his broadcast and people calling from this zoo, he said, no, don't open up your video. Do not reveal your name. Do not show us your name. Because they know in that zoo they are after them.
Yeah, we get them.
Now, Ngozi will tell people to open up an account with their full information, the media to give their, why are you demanding all this data? Who are you giving it to, Ngozi? Are you giving all this data? The young men that you told them to come to be recruited, they paid money to be recruited. Ngozi, tell me, what is the first batch? 1,500. You handed over to Caterpillar. Tell us, what did they do with them? Ngozi, the blood of Biafrans is on your head. And all those you've been using, because you know fully well that's the job of your masters that put you here. You are trying to do their deeds. Okay? So you need to tell us, what are those first batch? They are 1,500. And while I was on Adadi Orama's program, somebody spoke that they have evidence. They have evidence. Another thing is that I want to debunk Dr. Agi. I used to think Dr. Agi is very intelligent. Dr. Agi and myself and Ngozi, we used to chat. Dr. Agi will talk with Ngozi maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, and then she will tell Ngozi, I'm an employee, you're an employer. I need to go to bed because I have to wake up 8 in the morning. So, and then Agi will now, Ngozi wants everything to go through her. So Agi would not abide by that because he said, it's Odogwu that hired me. I will be reporting straight to Odogwu. That was how their problem started. They were talking, wondering, I said, you were in dispute with Ngozi. How come now you have aligned with her, have been with her? because you knew exactly why you were suspended, okay? And you told me that you cannot believe that Ngozi has not called you since you were suspended. And now you're teaming up with her. I said, I'm wondering, is it because my friend's enemy is my enemy? Because you and Odogwu, you had your issues initially when you said you would have been the information minister. And then something you said about what's his name, Vam, Odogwu did not like that. And then you lost that. And then you later, when you had the issue, you are attacking my credibility, Dr. Agi. You forget I always stand for the truth. I don't care whose ox is God. Remember when you were, Odogwu called us a meeting, that you had a meeting with the administrators telling us what to say. Who defended you then? I was the one that stood up and told Odogwu, we did not do that. I will not be anywhere where things are going wrong. That we record it. He can see the record. I was back and forth with Odogwu. Eventually, Odogwu will tell me, I don't know, let me speak. I say, Your Excellency, after you've spoken, I will speak. I was the one, with all the men there, all the women, you could not even open your mouth. I was the one that defended you. And then Odogwu left you. I don't know what you did the next day when Odogwu now called an emergency cabinet meeting and then suspended you. And now you say I'm lying when I said Butuzo said that Ngozi is not giving them money. This is what I heard his voice. I reported what I heard. I don't know how you can say, I don't know who is telling the truth about the mandate, but he's lying about this. I don't tell lies. I'm not scared of anybody except God. I will tell it as it is. I don't care whose ox is God. You were able to agree to my testimony that got you out of what you had with Odogwu. You couldn't even open your mouth on that day. I was the one defending you. I was the one who spoke up. Now, Odogwu, I'm speaking up on behalf of Odogwu because of what he said. When he said surrogate, I went by it. Then when I found out it was going beyond surrogacy, I was trying to cancel things underground. I tried all I tried. I came out in the open in the cabinet meeting, challenging Ngozi. I saw it was not going anywhere. So I stepped back. So I just want to let Agi know that I did not lie. And she should stop castigating me as a liar. When you say that I've done something which I didn't do, it hurts my spirit. And when you hurt somebody's spirit, you have committed murder. So stay away from me, Dr. Agi. Have your facts right. I don't say anything I'm not sure of. Okay? So I want Biafrans. I don't, let's see, application. Okay, the other thing is, Ngozi, I don't know where our minds are. How can Ngozi tell you guys that she has already arranged flight to take you home? And you believe that? Can you? America, because if there's a problem in another country, they will advise their people to start going home. They don't buy them tickets. Billions America has. Because where will you get the money? What airlines? And people are believing. And Ngozi has doctors and people of high repute, intelligence in her cabinet, and yet they are not looking at her body language. Ngozi, if you see her when you are watching her speak, I know she's headed for disaster. And it's not going to be too long. I don't know why you guys cannot see it. A fly without a guide follows the corpse into the grave.
Yes.
A fly. And let me warn all of you that are still with Ngozi following her, thinking that she's doing the right thing. She will eventually be disgraced. I don't know how you guys are going to stand and watch. I heard Agi said until Odogwu comes out, then she will be with him? How can you be talking with him when you're increasing his stay in that? You want him to be in that jail?
Mm-hmm.
One of you, cabinet, of you that keep sending all those emails to Finland, desist, cease and desist from me. You don't love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer the COS.
Yeah.
No longer. She has betrayed. And one more, you see, Uchenna Obi is a betrayer.
Yes.
You
Big
trust
time.
him so much. You knew everything about Odogu. He trusts even with his life. And now in 2023, when there was that rumor, people from Finland, from Europe, they will bring a tapia to kill somebody. Everybody should be careful. Yeah, so Odogu was careful. So whatever you bring, say, give it to Uche. Uche, Odogu trusted Uche.
Yeah.
Come on, Uche. Too brute. And too brute, Uche. You know, you accuse Odogu when they arrested the people. You should have been the number one to be arrested after Odogu, but nobody arrested you. Mm-hmm. You are an insider.
Yeah.
You are an insider. You betrayed Odogu. I don't know. My name is Uchenna, though, but I don't know what's wrong with all these Uchennas. Uchenna Mefod betrayed Odogu. I betrayed Onyendu. He betrayed Nnamdi. And I told Ngozi, Simon loves Uche. Trust him so much. Like a brother, or like Nnamdi will say, if Uche Mefa were to be a woman, I would marry him. That's the extent of love. I'm not saying that Ohamadike is a gay or homo or whatever, but is that love?
Trust.
That's love for nation, because that made us tuition. For that Uche Mefa in England, he was a DJ. We paid for his tuition, paying him 4,000, and he wants an increase. £4,000 from not, and you think you don't have to be paying monthly dues. Okay, come to Uche Obi. You betrayed your master. I told Ngozi, look, Odogu trusts this guy. Why don't you talk to Uche Obi so that Uche Obi will talk to the barrister, give a message, and then they will give it to Odogu in the jail, in wherever he is, and then he will bring back response. He said, no, he doesn't love him. That Odogu knows all she's doing. I said, he knows all you're doing. So all these things, with things that are coming up, he said he has already gave her the template. She lied so much because it's based on lies and deception. That's how the devil works. Takir, that's how Muslims works. All what she does is based on lies and deception. She now got Uche into her camp because Uche will not even speak loud. When we came into that cabinet meeting, he
slow poison.
Have his picture and then say, oh, I can't speak loud because the family is sleeping. And 2023, Uche was in his right senses. But as soon as he started getting into this evil, he looked like a vulture that is quenched in water. You see how his hair looks? Uche lost it. So he was working with Uche. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. So Biafrans, please, for those of you who are still out there that don't understand that Ngozi is not taking you anywhere, wake up, come to your senses. I woke up, some stupid Ezumezu. He said Ezumezu. He woke me up this morning, that's why at times the wise one knows when I'm dozing off, but he will try to cover up for me. He will say, oh, that's sunglasses. I was dozing off because he woke me up at 4:42, called me, and said that I'm disobeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I said, what do you mean? And he said, we have you on a speaker with people around here they want to hear. So I quickly cut the phone off. Because I knew the spirit just ministered to me that all they want to do is to get your voice.
Choice, yeah. They will twist.
Use you. So all I did was that I said to him, what time is it over where you are? Why are you calling me at this time? Say, oh no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. There's something important. So because of that, I tuned in, thinking something important that will help my nation. Okay. So now he tells me you are disobeying Onyendu. I said disobeying Onyendu. I turned off. When he told me that people, they had it, I don't know what group, whether it's on WhatsApp or they have me in Zoom, they have it's on loudspeaker for them to get me and so on. So I want Biafrans to take down this number. I want Biafrans to call this guy 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., especially those of you in the zoo and people out here. His number is 234 814 565916. His name is Ezumezu Ekwensu. He is with the Radio Biafra. I guess he knows me because I used to broadcast on Radio Biafra when they started live. I had to take myself off. I was no longer broadcasting. So for him to say, you see why I'm dressed like this? Early this morning, I had to wake up early because I had an early morning interview to promote Biafra. So Onyendu said, whatever you can do to see to this going, but do not walk at crossroads. If you walk at crossroads, Biafran spirit will grab you. So I woke up this morning. After waking me up at 4:42, I had to wake up again at about after 6 to start to get up and start getting ready. That's why you see me. I was just laying there. I'm so sleepy. Plus that we stayed all day yesterday. Okay, so it's not so good for me sitting in one spot. I get all stiff. So please, Biafrans, I have come out again to tell you guys to know Ngozi is not taking. And moreover, she said, we will take you back to Nigeria state. We're going back to Nigeria. Talking out loud. We are going back to Biafra. When we go, we will go back to Biafra. I don't know whether it's in the in Oga's bush that she will dump the people or when that plane gathers all of them, that jumbo jet, she will just drop them, maybe in Polo Field, maybe in Oga. They had the 40, the people that spend the 80 million. The
Oga is Biafra now. He said Nigeria, so it will be in Abuja.
So maybe, and let warn you guys, if you ever go with her, they have been wanting to kill us all off in Biafra land. So this is the new plan, to kill those in diaspora. So if you ever take accept that free ride, know that when you get to Nigeria, you will be killed. You won't come. So I'm advising everyone. I'm advising us. Okay? Bikonu, leave Ngozi alone. Come from there. Come to Brgie. Let's do our fundraising. Let's get our money. Let's push this thing. The darkest part of the night is that just before the dawn. We are almost there. What I mean, for those that don't understand, if you're hungry and you're hoping that somebody will be stopping by at an eatery buying you food, that hunger, you can hold on to it because you know food is coming. And the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. We have started that step long ago, and now we are getting to our destination. Let's not allow Ngozi and the Fulanis she's working for distract us. I have really told her today, you are no longer the COS. Don't expect me calling you that anymore. No, I'm so good at respecting people because I know respect is reciprocal. But I found out that you betrayed A chief of staff is the most person the minister or the president trusts. He trusted you. Come on, Ngozi. Simon trusted you and you betrayed him. And you had the guts to say you haven't talked to him in the last 3 days. If anything happens to him, let them not say it's you. Remember when he gave you that position, Ngozi? He gave you that chief of staff and said, I hope you don't sell me to the Fulanese. How many of you remember that? He warned her. Yes.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, he said, I hope you don't. And then she laughed. And then she will always say, people will now think, if I don't see him, people will now think that I have sold him. Your conscience is always bothering you. Why is your mind always going to be negative? Because you have an agenda. Because he has an agenda. I opened my mouth and said it, and I couldn't carry a tuppence. Okay? So I'm telling you guys what the Spirit ministered to me. I'm not here to get position like some people say. I don't know who wants to be finance minister. I don't know what. I don't want any position. All what God created me to do is to pray and guide. That's all. That's why I don't want any. She was the one that got me into. It's just I can't start thinking. She was the one that made me join a Brgie cabinet. I refused. She pushed and pushed. She wanted me to be the director of nursing. I told her no. I don't have BSN. I don't have masters. I'm not a nurse practitioner, so I can't head. He said no. Dr. Berry is not. I said no. In Biafra, things must be done by right. He pushed and pushed. I refused to take that position. She wanted me to be a secretary. I refused. Then she did not tell me when she put me in the second batch, which I objected to. But what can I say? So I just want Biafrans to understand that what this daughter of Zion has spoken, because where people are, God is in our midst. God knows that what I'm telling you guys is the truth. I have no reason to lie against Ngozi. If Ngozi knows that I'm telling lies, let her come out and debunk it, or let her come and swear. If Dr. Age thinks I'm telling lies, let her come out and say I was not the one that defended her. If a farmer is telling her tell lies, let him come out and debunk it. These people are ready. I don't know if it's an oath they swore, but one of them told me that they had already made up their mind. No matter what Simon says, they will never walk under Ogi. No matter what messages he gives, they have made up their mind in their little cult. I call them a cult.
Yes.
That's who they are. So, Bikonu, Dialogue of Biafrans, this is the much I have to say. I hope I wasn't, when I talk with passion. I apologize if I was yelling.
No, you're good. You're good. We heard you.
The way is bubbling from me. When it bubbles, it comes out. I didn't write it down. I just make sure there are key points I don't miss. That's only when I looked at the paper. Otherwise, I was speaking as God is giving me utterance. Because Ezekiel 33:6-8 says, if you see someone doing evil, Ngozi is doing evil, and I don't expose her, God will hold me accountable, because people are dying. Our children are dying. They are killing our people. Because you have blood in your hands, you and your cabinet. I know when I called you guys out the other day, some of them wrote me at 2 a.m. Insulting. Some of them, I should stop calling their name. I had to call you guys out. I had to say your name. I'm not scared. I will call you guys out, and I will keep calling you guys out until you come to your senses. Yes. So thank you,
Mama. Oh no.
Thank you. I don't know.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Just one thing. Do you know what I want to correct about this surrogacy? It was only for her to read what PM supposed to read. That was it. That was something that PM supposed to read.
See?
That's the only thing Ngozi was asked to do.
That wasn't what she told us, and I didn't get any counter. So that's why I went.
It was not even, it was just there in Finland, nothing more, nothing less. But she took it out of the stage.
Yes.
The first, she took it out of the stage. Okay? So then she started carrying it up. And the people that were following her thought that she was right.
Because Odogu will always let him, when Odogu is leaving, as the CEO, as the chief officer, he will tell him to finish up the meeting, which is okay. All right? But this time, he gave him that message. And we didn't understand that it was just to read. Even when they were going to Finland, I called Ngozi. I said, you know, you're not, every time, it's you and Doge, you and Dr. Nadi, you and the man. You are the denominator for everything.
Yeah.
Nkere, Nangozi, Imamadabu, Nangozi, Ruby, Nangozi, just Madam Erewa, Nangozi, everybody. I want her to say, please, I don't want any drama. You guys go to, just stay, everybody stay to their lane because I wasn't going. And then she told me that Odogu provided her security. I believed her. She said
that's a lie.
Arrangement for security.
That was a lie. The only thing is that Ngozi, everybody let Ngozi do what she did, just for us not to create a sin. It's not that we didn't know right from there. God bless Professor Chioma, because if it's me, it could have been different because two of us are different kind of, outbursts. I couldn't have let Ngozi do it. Honestly, I swear to God, though. But thank God I wasn't the one in forefront. Because Ngozi knows me. I don't let her take a step. Do you know why she made you secretary of New Dimension? Again, let me correct. New Dimension that we made, that we opened the account for, wasn't this same account that we were using. She changed it after I went. Yeah, and she made sure that she used you to replace me.
No, listen.
When PM asked me to stay out of that account.
Yeah. You know, I don't know how what account, because as the secretary,
because you were in India, you don't know. That's what I'm saying.
You guys had already established this account. Yes. I came after the fact. The one I told them I'm not aware is the mandate in the Taji Bank or
both the one in US. It wasn't what we opened it for.
Yeah.
We did not open that for that. But during the, no, that was not what we opened it for.
Oh, it wasn't for a non-profit?
No. It was after the fact that she added it.
I was told it was a non-profit.
No.
It was already established when I got there.
No, yeah, it was already. Ngozi is a liar anyway, but I feel sorry for those that doesn't know her, that believe all the crafts that she vomits, Somebody like Dr. Former that he said, knew Ngozi, that Ngozi is a liar. That's why even if you don't like Oge, why will you say because of Oge, you must follow Ngozi, that you know that Ngozi is not even a better person, So all this, but anyway, I pray that Biafra, how do you, those Onyenwalonti, those that want to hear, let them hear. Let's see, we have two hands up.
Yes, Minister Datayon, you have some hands there, so pick the hand.
Yes. Mwanda Biafra.
Mama Biafra, thank you for your submission. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm on
the video so that those that did not hear will hear very well. Thank you.
Yes.
Very good. You have my 24/7. Cut anything you want to cut. I'm an analyst.
Emelike, go ahead.
No, I want to talk.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, go ahead.
No, because now I unmute myself now.
Okay, go ahead.
Mama Onowu, I don't know who was talking about Ngozi Orabeze. There is a said, all of us know tortoise, right? Mbe.
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to say this proverb in Igbo. Okay? Mbe wa anụmanụ ma ihe. Ọ ma oke ihe. Mana at last, ụmụ anụmanụ na-ada emegbutekwa ya ọsọ. Ọ macha ihe ahụ. Ihe ọma ihe ahụ ọmamihe ahụ ọ ma ga-emecha wee ghọọ ya ahịa. E nwere ugo ka ọ wee egbe agụ mbụ na-ada egbu mbe. Ọ na-eme buru mbe ọtọ n'anya elu buru egbawawa elu. Ọ ga-eburu mbe ahụ gbago elu because there's no way you can kill mbe. No. You know, ịchọrọ ikpe ọba n'ime shell ya.